Hey, it's Ahlia here, also known as Coach Ahlia, and I work with founders and CEOs, leaders and entrepreneurs, helping them do work they love and be remarkable leaders. Now, recently I've been getting a question again and again from a number of people, and so I wanted to answer that here for you. Now, oftentimes when people have asked this question, sometimes I found that they're coming from a place of judgment, and I've noticed myself getting defensive in my answer, and other times I notice that people are genuinely curious, and I really get to express myself. Now, of course, I am answering this question for everybody, and I encourage you to really be open when you're hearing what I have to say. So the question that people often ask me is, why do you focus your work on working with men? Why do you focus on working with ambitious male founders and leaders? Why I do that, to be honest, quite simply, is because I feel called to. Because I feel called to, and because I want to. Now, beyond that, there are a couple reasons why I work with men and primarily work with men. First of all, when I was starting my career, I started off working as a leadership consultant, and I worked with primarily senior executives in big corporations. The majority of these people were male. I was in my early 20s and really starting my career, and I had to walk into boardroom tables with old white men with silver hair, pretty much. And I had to learn very quickly to build trust, build credibility in order to have them listen to anything I had to say, let alone support them with their leadership. And so over the years, now that I've been doing this for over 10 years, I have developed a skill set to work with what I'd call brilliant minds and big egos. And I've really developed a skill set to delicately work with men who have a lot of experience or know-how in particular areas and could use support around leadership. And I know how to do that. I know how to have them look at things from a different perspective, how to be open to different perspectives and consider doing things differently. So that's, first of all, just simply my experience and who I've generally worked with over the last 10 plus years. Secondly, I genuinely have a lot of respect and admiration and compassion for what men deal with. It probably is because I have worked with so many of them that have opened up to me in terms of what they're dealing with, that I really get their world. I think it also has to do with the fact that I love my father and I love my brother and I love all of the men in my life. I've grown up with a lot of male friends. I have a lot of incredible men in my life now, and I have a lot of space in my heart and in my life to support them with creating what they want in their life and being the best version of themselves. So that's the second thing, is that I have a lot of compassion for men. The third thing is that the world needs it. You know, there's a big women's empowerment movement out there, and I think that is so important. You know, if you believe what the Dalai Lama said, that the Western woman will change the world, well then we need to empower those women. And I believe that empowered men empower women. And I've witnessed, observed, seen that men need to be empowered too. Men are not empowered. If men were empowered, so many of the things that exist on the planet wouldn't exist in the way that they do, and I mean the negative things. And I really do believe that the world will be better when men are empowered and women are empowered. And I've noticed over time that I have an ability and a desire to work with men and to support them in being more empowered. And so I feel that it is my duty to do that, and I want to do that. It's what gives me energy. I'm fulfilled by doing that work, and so I choose to do that. Now again, it's not that I don't work with female clients. I've had a number of female clients, and I love working with them, and I have supported them in creating incredible results, and I'm happy to work with females. And in fact, a number of my female clients, to be honest, have been alpha females. And so it's not that I don't work with women, it's just that my focus is on working with men. And I really want to create spaces for men to dialogue about things that are important to them, safe, courageous spaces for men to talk about leadership and their fears and their challenges and be supported by one another, and that space to be held by feminine energy, by powerful feminine energy. And so my first event I held over the weekend in the Bay Area for a number of founders and leaders, and I thought of it as a space that's made for men, led by women. And so I would love to hear from you. If you're one of those men who want to be empowered and served, I would love to speak with you. I'd love to hear from you. Or two, you're one of these powerful women out there who have a lot of compassion for men and want to support me and others in empowering men. Empowering the men that are committed to being the best version of themselves, that are committed to making a big impact in the world, and that are still finding their way and want support with that. So whether you're one of those men or one of those women, I would love to hear from you. And any other questions about anything I said, I'd love to hear from you as well. And remember, you've got some brilliance, some genius within you that only you have. And when you discover and express that out there, you are going to be most fulfilled and you'll be of greatest contribution to the world. So until I see you, get out there and lead with brilliance. I'll see you soon.